Cool.
We're so unserious.
Are we?
We're the most unserious.
I got a problem being serious. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why?
Why? You don't want to
Okay.
get real right now?
I'm always real. I'm real so often. It's like, damn. Can I fake it for a minute? Can I be good?
Don't listen to Josh, bro.
All right, I'm about to do the intro. All right, here we go,
Go ahead
y'all.
and get it started.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Struggleholics Podcast, episode 181.
Yeah,
And it's
181.
like, damn.
Yeah.
We are your host, Clay Tizzle.
Cliche.
Jay Smooth.
Mine though, I was
Setup.
listening for that Jay Smooth to
Surprise.
come in next.
The setup is all over the place. Got a new place that we shooting in.
As y'all can see.
Definitely step up in quality wise, because
Stepping it up.
we ain't called Struggleholics for no reason.
Because it was definitely just a struggle trying to get all this shit in order.
Y'all saw all the progress if y'all been there.
But yeah, let's get to the first topic. We got to talk about what's been on the news of today. I guess Cardi B and Offset.
Let me start off with that.
With the
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah.
And Josh don't know what's
I
going
don't know
on.
nothing
I know
about
a
this
little
at
bit,
all.
but
I mean, a little bit is all you need to know.
yeah, that's true.
So
I
apparently,
only got one problem.
Cardi B went on, was it Instagram Live? It was airing out their dirty laundry, talking about how her Offset done and how he was out here cheating. He was out here messing with women on the side, doing all that stuff, blah, blah. And Offset
Nothing
hopped
new.
in the comments and was like, "Bitch, you out here fucking another nigga while you was pregnant with our kid."
Ooh. Violation. Violation.
In the comments?
I mean,
Yeah.
So
you
petty.
mean what, Josh?
In the live comments?
What you mean?
On the live?
ain't everything off the table at that point? Like, you serial
Nigga.
cheating. Like, why do you care so much?
What? Is you serious right now, Josh?
I'm kind of with
I
Josh.
mean, bro,
Y'all went to
can you really be that mad at her? For like,
She got her lick
Nigga,
back.
yes, I'm heated if I'm him.
Why though?
It's another nigga dick swimming next to my baby. He poking him. My baby in your stomach trying to swim comfortably.
give
and
all
trying to
that
put
shit.
kids in other women. You trying to put kids in other women.
But
all
got
the time.
I got a kid in you currently. You don't do that. Women, I don't give a fuck what he done did. You don't do that.
I heard
You
that.
don't do
well,
that.
People are trying to say
Dude,
that.
y'all- the fact that y'all
do
find
what you
that
wanna
cool
do.
is
Y'all have your own
befuddling.
agency. Y'all have your own
It happens
agency.
more than you think, probably.
I know it do.
people trying
Pregnant coochie be the best.
people trying to say he kept.
What?
that pregnant coochie be hit. I love me some good pregnant coochie. I'm trying to get my girl pregnant now just to get some more of that.
Just so I can get some more.
I wish I had
Say
my
that.
soundboard set up. I ain't have it
You
set up
what?
yet.
Clay, speak to it. Clay, how do you feel about pregnant coochie?
It definitely hit different.
It hit different.
It definitely hit
It hit
different.
different, Josh.
Can't relate.
You
But
might as well
anyway.
go ahead and stick another nigga baby in the forehead so you don't find nothing wrong with it.
Anyway, some people are trying to say that Offset been getting her pregnant to like keep her from going out messing around.
That's what he
But-
wants to do.
I definitely think she's it's more wrong because she's pregnant with a kid and you going to hook up with another dude.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
At least
I
you
think
feel
it
that you
definitely
think
is.
that's cool.
I don't think it's cool, but I think it is what it is. Like,
So
I'm
you
not
don't.
saying
So
I
you
would-
see. So wait, you don't agree with it, but you
because
do
she's
agree
pregnant,
with it.
She
she's
has
not
her
allowed
own
to
agent.
get some
No.
from somebody else.
Yes, you're not
But-
allowed.
Just because you're pregnant does not mean that you're. Just because you're pregnant with somebody else's baby and you're not together does not mean your sex life is off the table.
That really is what that means.
It really does.
We gotta
because
have.
she
We
just
gotta have
proved that it doesn't.
Okay.
If
Should
he
it
never
be?
would have said
do
anything,
it.
and she
Should it
never would have
be?
said
Let's
nothing.
give everybody a
Yeah.
chance to talk. Everybody talking over each other.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who gonna go?
All right.
Josh,
We'll let
All right.
Jessica.
Should it be? Yes, it should be. It should not be happening. It shouldn't be done. I don't agree with it. Should she have the ability to make her own decisions and choices based on the circumstances that she's partially put herself in, but been subjected to? Also, yes, she do what the fuck she wants to do, and she needs some, dick, and she don't want to get the dick that's gonna be the passionate kind of she like from a nigga that she don't really like. She gonna get it from some real nigga, or at least a nigga that she.
Mondo.
I ain't got nothing to say, man. This fucking.
Spewing.
Oh, listen, man. How that just speak a lot about the woman. I look at her different.
Perhaps.
A whole lot
Why
different.
though? Because she got some dick.
Yes.
That's what got her in the
No, it's
predicament
not
of
that
being
she.
pregnant in
No,
the first
we're
place.
missing the baby. That's all I care
The
about.
baby is unaffected. This is not.
She basically
that child is still gonna come into the world.
Sex in front of her child. How do you feel about people having sex in front of their kid, Alicia?
Bruh.
She
Act
literally
like-
had sex in front of her kid.
Bruh.
You know the kid get pleasure out of that too, though. Like when the parents are having intimacy or the people have intimacy, the baby gets those what you call endorphins or whatever.
Okay, so if
he's a
anything,
participant.
just
So
helping
you got
them.
another nigga fondling my baby. He a diddler.
Fondling my baby is crazy.
I think
Crazy
That's more so
word.
R. Kelly style.
I think
Kind of fact.
I definitely think it's wrong. It's wrong. Like
What is
regardless
wrong
of
about it?
because when you're pregnant, like
Okay.
first off,
I'm just trying to.
it's
I just trying to get to
as
the
a
bottom
guy,
of it.
as a guy, if I'm messing with a chick and I know that she's pregnant with another dude, I'm not turned on by it.
There's
Sec-
so many.
But secondly, let's say dudes got STDs or something like that, you now putting the child at risk.
This is Cardi B. I highly doubt that she's out here. I mean, I'm
You
just
don't know.
saying. I
Hella
don't
niggas
know.
could be lying.
But every case is different.
What happened to Usher?
He's what makes it any better that he's going to get her pregnant? He's doing the same thing just because he's
I'm
not
not saying she can't-
carrying the baby.
I'm not saying she can't get her revenge. She could do whatever she want to do. But like when you're pregnant, like to me, it's wild to think like you're pregnant with somebody else's kid and you're going around messing around with other dudes while pregnant. Like
But you're talking about STDs and stuff. He's what makes it any different. If he goes out and fucks a whole bunch of girls and comes back with her still pregnant and has sex with her, I think
Yeah.
it's just as bad.
Yeah,
It's not like,
see?
oh, she's worse because she's carrying the baby.
No,
They're
she
both
is worse.
hoes.
Fuck that. Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Worse. I don't get
They're both
what he did
equal.
ain't what
They're
he
tit
did
for
ain't
tat.
right.
No, they're tit for
I agree with
tat,
that.
bro.
What he did ain't right either. Even I get you some love, yeah. If you get some, yeah. But not when you got the baby. I don't think not she.
that's
can't.
that's
He
all.
has the baby too. He's just not carrying it. That's what I'm trying to
Exactly.
explain.
Okay.
And that's you can't blame him. That's how
Yeah.
God made us.
Look,
he didn't make us to
So
carry
she
the
can't
baby.
get some dick because
Yeah, God made her that way. God,
biology.
you need to pray about that.
You need
get
to
on your
pray
knees-
about one
you
Also,
getting on
too-
her knees for the wrong reason.
You're
Also,
Cardi B.
she
She ain't above God.
this ain't the first time he did it. This is
Nobody is.
this is multiple times that he's done this. She chose to keep coming back. Like so you,
That part.
That's why.
I
That's
can't
why I
get on
said
that
the
part.
self-inflicted wounds. That's
Yeah.
why I went like she did do it to herself, kind of by sticking around.
I cheat on you once. All right. I cheat on you again. You get your revenge in at that point. I do it more than 2 times. Like you know what you're getting yourself into at this point.
Just like
So you wait till you wait till you pregnant to do it.
I feel like it should be against the law.
I cannot.
Hey
I
Trump,
know
put that on the
always say-
ballot. Come on,
No.
man.
He would
Put it on the
too.
ballot.
Oh, a
He-
woman
he
making
would,
choices
bro.
about her own body.
Yeah.
Flag on the plate.
Y'all showing
on
that
the
y'all are
plate.
not competent enough to make
He's
the
about
right
to write that in.
decisions.
He's like, write that
No.
down.
I'm
No,
just saying, we
brother,
take
stop
crazy
right
people.
now.
We
He said,
take,
write
we take
that
people
down.
who are unfit to make their own choices, decisions away in court all the time.
Unbelievable.
That's unfit. I feel like you're an unfit mother if you do that.
That's
look,
crazy.
is it wrong? 100%. It's wrong.
It's
Like
not.
it just is.
It's really not.
I would never do it or condone anybody.
You
that
did your
does
big
it.
one, Cardi. I'm
But
glad.
for
you
the sake of the
this
argument,
week.
if somebody wants to do that and that's their prerogative to do so, do you?
I know it,
You're an
several
adult.
women who
I
have
ain't
done
finna.
this.
I ain't
Several.
Hmm.
I know of several women who have done this.
I know, Alicia.
That's wild. To
It's
say.
not an uncommon thing. It's really
That's sad. That's sad.
And that don't doing crack is not an uncommon thing. We ain't saying you should be out here doing
Y'all
crack.
sad for not holding y'all end of the bargain. Like,
What end of the bargain?
I mean,
are they
we
not?
using the
Are they
situation
married?
at hand.
It don't.
Are they married?
I think.
Yeah,
So,
They're
I think-
married,
I think
right?
they got
I
married.
think so.
Yeah.
Oh, so
You
she-
got my DNA swimming inside of you. I don't give a damn if we married or not.
My
You still got a
DNA.
piece of me in you.
Right.
I should have a little say so over that coochie. This a little. This you can't be out here. She
You
could have played with
don't.
roses. She rich enough to buy all the sex toys she want.
And he could have did that. He could have, if he wanted to, he could have went and got him one of them
We
little dolls.
we not talking about him though. It ain't.
We
about what he did.
are. Because
It
you're
ain't
trying
about
to
what
make
he
it seem
did.
that what she did is worse than what
It
he did.
is,
I'm saying
Alicia.
it's not.
It is.
It is.
It's not.
What
What she
alright,
did would not
Alright.
have happened
To-
without what
to
he did
guys.
to her.
What she did is equivalent to Offset having a baby on her.
Hell no.
No.
Having a
Yes.
baby
That's
cool.
not the same.
I ain't mad at If he had a
That's
baby,
not
she just
the
helped
How
take care of the baby.
women look at it, like
Righteous woman.
you went out and cheat and you have a baby on me, like that's fucked up. Like you being pregnant with my child and you going to have sex with another dude. To guys that is
I
viewed in the
still see
same
the baby
lens.
thing is worse. I ain't gonna lie. That is
Having a baby with somebody else's.
that ain't that bad.
Having a baby on somebody else ain't that
Ain't
bad.
that bad.
In
Not compared to
comparison to that,
get
bro,
down with this logic.
that has a lot more long-term consequences
But she
than
ain't had
just
nobody.
having
But
sex
she
with a
didn't have
pregnant
no
woman.
baby inside her. I put one in there. At least another nigga baby wasn't in there when I was doing it to her.
Unbelievable work.
I'm just saying, man.
But the fact that one gonna be on the way and you ain't gonna be around to take care of it, that's not a
Who
problem.
said, who
That's
said
not
I
a
ain't
big-
gonna take care of it? You
Oh.
back in the day they used to bring that baby home for the mama to help take care of the baby. Come on, listen, baby. I fucked up out here in these streets.
There's women out here who don't even know that they're pregnant, still out here going around. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's
Not knowing is one thing.
I'm just saying like it's a very common thing that women have sex when they're pregnant with people who are not the baby daddy or a partner.
Yeah, but when you don't
So
know,
why are we trying to act like
when you don't know versus when you do know that you're pregnant, you out here throwing it around is wild.
I've obviously never been pregnant, I ain't got no kids, but I would
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was gonna be the one thing I was gonna say.
do it.
Like, obviously, cannot speak for women at all in this regard, but I feel like if you're pregnant after a certain point, you would probably have some inkling your body's reacting some type of way to tell you, like, hey, maybe I should take a little test real quick. I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
No, it's a lot of women who don't know they're
Who
pregnant.
have
till
no
later
idea,
on.
no symptoms.
That's
nothing.
today's out there throwing that coochie around. But that's hoes gonna be
really?
hoes.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Or they
Yeah.
feel, but they don't know like
I'm willing to be
it's
wrong
pregnancy.
about that.
Because a lot of those coincide with like other hormonal things too, like
Yeah.
the
Mm.
pregnancy symptoms. So you just be like, dang, my body's just fooling
Yeah.
whole time. You're going a whole child. That's my worst nightmare, actually.
Think you got a little gas, think you gotta go boo boo, you got a whole kid trying to come out.
So this is my question, Alicia. How many new dicks is too many
What you mean?
while you pregnant?
The limit does not. The limit does not exist.
What did this nigga just
The
say?
How
limit
many
is-
new ones? Like, so is it cool for her just to have sex with just one guy while she pregnant, or is it cool for her to just be busting that thing down while she pregnant?
I mean, as long as she's being safe, I don't see what the problem is.
That's not safe though. You can hurt my baby.
How is she hurting them?
Because I don't. That nigga might be a
If he
little.
got an
It ain't his
STD.
baby. He not giving a fuck about you being pregnant. Especially he in the mode that coochie hitting right there. He probably hitting that thing from the back a little too hard. She
Yeah,
might
yeah.
flop on her stomach a little bit. The stomach might prop her up a little bit though, depending on how big she is. But you can hurt yourself. You can hurt my baby. That's an irresponsible parent to me. That's irresponsible. You're not thinking about the well being of my
If
child.
anything, he gonna
What
knock
if-
that thing out and get it over. So then,
But you had as the father, you probably not giving the same back shots in the same way.
You not. Because you're considerate of this is my child
okay.
as well.
Let me ask you this.
That's
What-
like you fucking your girl and
This
you
the
fucking
best.
somebody
That's the best
random.
type of coochie I
Let
ever
me
had in
ask
my
you
life.
this.
Blah, 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 blah. You act like you not about to go crazy a couple times.
But you,
All right,
you gonna make
whatever.
love to that pregnant coochie.
What if
Y'all-
she's
you ain't
not
banging that
pregnant?
pregnant coochie?
So if she's not pregnant, say the baby's just there. Say the baby's sleeping in the
Ooh.
crib
Next
in the
to
other
bed?
room
Oh,
or
no,
next
no.
to the bed, sleeping, and they just banging it out. That's different.
No,
Your
my
kid's
baby
there.
shouldn't be in the room.
That's what I'm saying.
But I already said that though, Alicia. You having sex in front of my kid. That is wrong.
You having sex in front of kids
Bruh.
in general. It's like
That's
it's
crazy.
Bruh.
weird. It's definitely weird. I know people do it, but it's definitely weird.
Yeah,
like
'cause
when
I
you
know
have a
couple niggas who
newborn
can
and
bust a
and
girl
shit.
down.
That
while the
baby
baby's
don't
in
know
the
what's
bed.
going on.
They don't know. They don't
That baby
know.
don't know.
That baby do know.
This ain't YouTube friendly conversation. I'm just like y'all know that this ain't no YouTube friendly conversation.
This
This
will
is
not make it on the
sex
tube. I'm
But-
just saying.
Say we can move
Next
on to the
topic.
next.
Diddy. Alicia said Diddy and Kim Porter's book. They got published.
Oh man.
Well, so now they're coming out saying that it's not real, but
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
was gonna
real. It sounds a little too specific to be fake.
To
I'm
be
saying.
clear, all of these are allegations.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
Allegedly.
saying they definitely saying that book ain't real.
Allegedly.
They saying
Or
a lot of
that could be what's it called? It could be trying to put the fire out before it gets bigger.
Yeah,
Because it's been rumors for years that Kim was trying to write a book before she passed away.
yeah, but we don't know if this because the rumor could have spread to where somebody could say, "Let me just go ahead and make a whole bunch of stories up real quick and publish a book just to say,
Yeah.
just to get that money. That's some money. It's going to be a lot of money grabs off of this Diddy stuff.
Well, the only
Well, people just
people
put
who
stuff out just to get a couple dollars.
Some of the stuff I've been seeing, people are, I don't want to necessarily say they defending Diddy, but they saying like, Diddy apparently had a bunch of, I don't want to say the not YouTube friendly word, adult fun, adult.
You can't say that.
No, not the freak offs, but like I don't want to say prostitutes.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I
ladies
gotta
of
bleep
the
that
night.
out.
just say women of the night.
Well, in his case, people of the night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
We don't know
Like,
what
I
that
heard
is.
it was
Diddy was
no
flying in,
genders.
Yeah,
flying
people
in
of the night.
prostitutes and stuff for the specific reason of like having sex. They get paid for it and everything.
Yeah.
Now they
the
turn around.
responsible thing
Now
to
they
do.
turn around saying like, "Oh, we didn't want to do it. We was forced to." But it's like y'all were paid to. Y'all flew there knowing what y'all getting paid to do. And y'all did it. So then they're like, some people are just dancers. They're like, there's dancers that get paid to
Just
fuck
dance.
afterwards.
Oh, yeah. But that's
So-
the normal strip club vibes.
So some people are saying like, obviously, a bunch of people are just trying to do a money grab now with Diddy.
That's what
when it
it's
comes
going
to
to be
this.
a lot of that. A lot of petty money grabs. But
If you can get it, get it.
Get your money, you can get your money. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of that petty money grab stuff. But
Yeah.
that book situation, I don't really know about it because I just literally heard something about it today, but they were saying that it could be fake.
So I didn't want to read it because I didn't feel like buying it and reading it. So I
I-
watched
yeah,
a
I did.
series TikTok. This girl analyzed the entire book. Shout out to I gotta find her at because she went through the entire book. But some of these allegations were just like a little too specific. Like the club shooting situation, that one was like, okay. Because he was like dating J-Lo. We all know that's probably a PR relationship. And so basically she said after that shooting they came back to the house because obviously he was still with Kim Porter at that time, like privately. And she basically said they pinned the shooting on another guy that was there who was like another rising star. I can't think about his star name right now.
That-
Yes. And
But
they
yeah,
said
that's been around the industry though, so that one could have been something.
but the
that you threw around.
conversation, the back and forth conversation, like there's like parts in there where she's like having conversations with Diddy and J-Lo, and basically J-Lo's like, you can't do this, blah, 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 blah. Like just the way the conversation's going, like someone had to really, if this guy who wrote the book, he has to really, really dive into some fantasy to like make all of this up.
Hey,
Listen,
it happens
I'm
all
not
the
saying
time.
that he couldn't.
Conspiracy theories say the reason why J-Lo and Ben Affleck getting divorced is because he found out that she in a lot of these freak offs with Diddy and them.
Ooh.
Hey, he probably been knew that. That's why he got
Nah, he knew that.
Nah, like
He probably went to some.
she on Team Diddy, not necessarily like he's like them hooking up. Like
Oh.
she's one
Oh.
of the culprits to help Diddy
with.
with these. Allegedly, this is a conspiracy theory. I was reading, you can't believe everything you see on the internet.
Yeah, I did.
But it's a specific reason why none of her marriages or none of her relationships always work out.
This her. She just crazy as one.
It's something if all these different relationships you
Yeah.
get in, they
Mm.
She
you the
might just be
common
a
denominator.
serial relationship person. Somebody who just like being in a relationship.
she
and then
she
go
Taylor
ahead and move
Swift.
on to yeah.
Ooh.
might be-
She the original Taylor Swift.
Clocked her.
Yeah.
So I wrote down some of the stuff that was being talked about in the book because some of it started off from calm and then
It was getting
quickly
But-
got to
crazy.
unhinged.
All right, before we go too far in that, I want to know, what does J-Lo do that makes her,
What you mean?
what's her talent?
She can dance for sure. She's a credible dancer. I'll give it to her.
Incredible dancer?
Incredible dancer. She's like a professional. She was like a professional
Just 'cause you're
dancer.
professional don't mean
That's
you're
what she started
incredible.
doing. She's a good dancer. What
What's-
you
she
mean?
sta- she started on
belly dance
in color.
right?
in-
No,
in
she
Living
Color.
Color.
She
was
started
like
off in
a
Living Color.
dancer, but then she ended up going on the show. But her dancing was like her main thing.
Dancer.
Oh really?
But we
I
don't know
didn't
her for
that.
dancing for real though.
She can
I
kind of
did-
sing. I'm not
She
giving her
can't
the
sing.
full.
All her songs is Ashanti. Ashanti is singing. She just gets the credit for it.
She put albums out. She toured, so she got a little bit of something. She
She just.
I mean, yeah.
she look good.
could kind of
I'll take
act.
She look good.
I'll
Model.
take that.
I watch
Actor.
a couple of her movies. She
Actor.
can kind of act.
She acts.
She acts.
She acts sometimes on screen in front of millions of
Yeah.
people. They see it,
She's
and she
I
does
mean,
it.
Justin
she get
Long
paid
was
for
an
it.
actor too, you could say.
yeah.
So
There's a bunch of
You
actors.
asked me what she does, and I gave you an occupation.
There's a bunch of actresses and actors out there that are
he
trash.
asked y'all, what is her talent? He didn't say what does she be out here doing.
No, he said,
He
what
said-
does she do?
I said what does she do, but then I said what's her talent?
He said, what is her talent?
She's a performer, entertainer. I would give her that.
No.
Y'all not about to down. I want to see y'all do what she does.
She's professional eye candy.
I can.
I want you to get up there, dance,
I
sing,
can dance, sing.
entertain.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to these topics.
I want
All I
the
do
full
is dance, Alicia.
package.
Stop.
Let's
She's
get.
not the full package. Now we not finna.
No, I'm saying like
With some auto
entertainment
tune, I can
wise.
be good too.
I want to see it. I'm not saying she's like.
All right. But
You know?
back on topic though. So I want to go over some of the stuff in the book. So in chapter 2, it start off pretty hot heavy and goes into mention how Diddy wanted to spice up the relationship because the two of them, they have been talking for like a little bit. I don't think it was that long. And he brought up the toy and everything. And then in the book, they were like, I was like, no, I don't want to do this. And he was like, come on, like just this one time, la da da. And then they get it on, get
What
freaky.
kind of toy?
Dildo.
Just a regular dildo?
I would assume
Okay.
so. It ain't really going into detail. So then after that, he was bleeding, and apparently it was some.
He was bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was. Yeah.
Oh, he was catching.
Mhm.
Y'all
want
didn't.
pictures.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
Please
a
hold
regular
his fucking
dildo.
chest
Wait,
right now,
who
bro.
this getting used though for this to be real wild? She didn't want to violate.
Yeah. She didn't want to do that to me.
Hold on.
But
That,
he made her do it.
Josh
Or criminal.
set that up great. Josh set that up great because he was like, he brought the toys to the room. She's like, I don't really want to try. So I'm thinking he wanted to try some of her.
That's why I asked what
I'm thinking
toy.
he's about to do something like crazy to hers. Like then he was bleeding. I'm like, wait,
So
wait,
you what?
he?
Yeah.
Nigga brought out Daddy Long Legs. Say, baby, I want to try this. Say, when did you get this?
I mean,
I just got it today. Why ain't no tag or nothing on it?
I'm shocked that I was thrown off because the way Josh set the story up. I thought it was going the other way, but I'm not shocked that Diddy tried that after everything that's came out.
So then in the book they talk about how she stopped talking to him for a little bit after that because that was like that situation. First time she ever did that, she was like 19, 20 at the time, and they're like, I ain't really vibing with that. So then she runs into him randomly at an event a couple of weeks later, and basically he sits next to her. They start talking, whatever, and
He was sitting regular? Because your ass bleeding out there after 2 weeks. That motherfucker should still be a little soft.
Bruh.
That boy sitting back regular. That
no,
boy
he was probably
broke
like
in.
he was probably like hanging off the seat or something like
He's
that.
like, remember
he
me?
was real
That boy was
comfortable.
probably
How you
straight
been?
Anyway, Josh, go ahead. Go ahead, Josh.
So then she was trying to leave because she wasn't really feeling the vibe, anything like that. And he's like, no, but I feel like I'm falling in love with you. And she buys it. And she eating it up. So then,
Of course she.
and then they hang out sometime later and everything cool. And, oh shit. Yeah, everything was cool. They started dating again. And a couple years later, he brung it up again to try and get that treatment. He want that work done to him. And she was like, what? We not doing this no more. Because after the first time, he was like, I ain't gonna never do it again. You know, when they had met back up at that event, like, I ain't gonna do it no more. I swear. Like, that was just one time thing. I ain't really like it. And, none of that. And then he bring it up 2 years later. And she's like, what? Hell no. No, I'm not doing that. Go. And then in the book, they named somebody in his entourage or somebody that he connected with. Like, go have him do it to you. And then he smacked the shit out of her. And that was the first time that he hit her. And
Allegedly.
this is all alleged based on what this book is saying.
And I would have
If
hit
I
him
didn't
back.
make that
I
clear
would have
enough.
slapped his ass.
That's what you think. Everybody think they're gonna do that in a moment.
So you think
I'm
that's where
definitely
the
slamming
take that came from? Take that. Bad boy baby.
Gosh, that boy.
That's original audio.
Yo.
You think that's where it came from?
He had the recorder and it's ready to go. He said, "Yeah, that's good. That's good."
You know, I don't put it. I don't want to say I believe everything that's in these stories or all the stuff about Diddy, but I believe a good portion. I believe more than I don't believe.
It's not a matter of did he do it. It's how much did he do.
I seen this comedian. I can't remember his name. Josh Johnson, I think is his name. He great.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like Dave Chappelle. He a great storyteller. He tells a great story, then he hits you with a punchline. He said a joke to where like, you know, whenever black people get like a billionaire, we get excited like, oh hell yeah, we got a billionaire. They're like when Diddy became a billionaire, everybody was like, you know, we'll take it, but nobody was really happy for him. Like when Dr. Dre became a billionaire, everybody's happy he did. Jay-Z, everybody's happy he did. LeBron, happy. Diddy, everybody's like, all right, like yeah, we got Diddy.
Yeah.
Like
Apparently, Diddy's father used to be running around with Frank Lucas.
Shit, probably so. Never
Well,
know shit.
Frank, you know the movie American Gangster?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington. The dude Denzel Washington played, Diddy's dad used to run around with him.
That explains a lot.
Good boy.
But because we were talking about the Cardi thing,
seriously?
there's a part in the book. It's not funny, but when Kim tells him that she's pregnant because they've been doing all the freak offs, all the parties, threesomes. She was talking about how they would like bring Tupac in a lot. Basically saying,
Yes.
I'm
glad
he
you
came
brought
up
this
a
up.
lot. He was referenced a lot in some threesomes, and then also too,
Pac was in on these?
Hold on, wait.
they were talking about
Diddy?
Will and Jada come up a lot, which
That's why
once they
Jada's so
said-
sprung.
yeah,
That's why Jada's so sprung.
they were talking about how they were all pretty much
The
in
freak
the freak
offs.
offs.
Wait. I didn't see that part. Well, I only
It was
got
getting
to the
good.
We ain't gonna put
beginning.
Tupac
I only
back
got
in
to the
there. That
beginning
man
of the
dead. We gonna
Tupac
let that
section.
man
He
rest
came
in
up
peace.
quite a bit.
He can't rest at all. He been trying for
That's
the
what I'm
last few.
saying.
And that's
man.
why
Let that
Diddy was
man
extra
rest.
hurt. They were saying like because they were talking about, they said like Biggie and Pac never really had true beef. Like
Nah.
they basically were talking about how they were probably gonna go off on their own and start their own music together, like kind of thing. And
Yeah,
then
'cause
Diddy
that's
got
when he was about to leave.
Diddy got hint of that pretty much. And Tupac, once he started getting with like his fiance at the time, I can't think of her name right now, but they basically said after that they kind of like stopped intermingling. And so that's when Diddy was like, no, I feel like he's about to turn on me, so we about to make it happen, pretty much.
Well, allegedly,
Allegedly.
the first time Tupac got shot, Diddy put the hit out.
Yeah, it references that in the book. So there was a conversation that Kim Porter allegedly walked in on.
Diddy and Pop.
No, what
about setting Tupac up.
Yeah, it was like
So
Diddy
the-
and Jimmy Henchman. is
The
his
time
name.
that the first time Pac got shot, that started the beef with him and Biggie. Apparently, Diddy set that up for him to get shot, and Biggie had no idea. Biggie truly had no idea.
Because they was up there recording in that studio at the time.
Yeah,
I believe it. I'm sorry. It's just the way the story is stacking up against him. And I hope they actually like release stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Most of the stuff we got is a whole bunch of freaky man activities. It ain't. We haven't
Because
heard nothing
they're
else.
saying that he was taking people out, like the
I
whole
mean, it's
pneumonia
the-
thing. So like she obviously died of pneumonia, and then
Yeah.
they also said like the guy that she was like dating before she died also died of pneumonia. So they were just saying like people were just dropping like flies around him.
the first record label that Diddy started up, like all his partners that he had, all of them died from pneumonia. And then one of them ended up in a coma. They almost died, but they ended up in a coma instead.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, the pregnant thing. So she was like, "Hey, you know, I'm pregnant," and she's like, he starts getting all excited, and she's like, "Oh, like I thought he was gonna be mad," like, and he's like, "This is gonna be great for the parties because everybody loves to get with a pregnant girl." Like he's like, Will and Jada are gonna be so excited, like they're really gonna want you. Like he was just basically like
Listen.
talking her up because he was like, this is gonna make the parties even more fun. And she was like, I don't want to do that. He was like, pretty much, you got to trust me. Like what this is gonna make us, like you being like the prime, like everybody's gonna try to. And then she said like the second round when she got pregnant again, he pretty much said the same thing, and she was like, I couldn't go through it anymore. Like that's when I started like rethinking, because he was like, yeah, like round two, like
The second time.
That's when you started
Yeah,
rethinking
and she was
your
just, well, you gotta
strategy?
think too, like
I've thought about it plenty, actually.
her age, the atmosphere, the
Why-
part,
so why
the
she gotta be
environment
Cardi
at the time.
Y'all just was saying it's cool for Cardi B.
You know what I'm saying?
I just said it was cool for Cardi B.
If that's what you want to do, which Kim Porter wanted to do it long enough to stay and get the things done, unfortunately that happened. Yes, she is a victim in that situation.
I want to
She
know,
should've-
like,
Crazy.
unfortunately.
Will and Jada. I'm not surprised that they would be in there, but now that apparently Pac been at these freak offs and Will and Jada, that's why Jada's so strong.
I gotta see the videos.
I do not
I
want
don't
to.
want to see him.
I don't want to see him.
Did y'all hear the conspiracy theory that apparently Kevin Hart he had like 5 restaurants in California. He shut them all down when Diddy got arrested because allegedly Kevin Hart, the money he used to open these restaurants was funded by Diddy.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know he closed down his vegan restaurants because there's financial issues.
It's a conspiracy theory again. So.
Oh well, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't pay attention to that part anyway. Yeah,
He's going to
crazy.
jail. He ain't never coming out. He going to prison.
Well,
He's never getting out.
Yeah, all I gotta say is
it's mounting.
Diddy knew that pregnant. Diddy had all the kind of coochie a man butt in the world, but the most fieriest thing was that pregnant coochie. That's what I'm telling you. That pregnant coochie fire. You gotta get you some, Josh.
So this was my hot take, though.
Huh?
Besides the trafficking and the abuse and all that, this is the hot take that I was thinking about.
I'm waiting for this.
Think about this. Is gonna sound so wrong. I've been thinking the whole time of how to phrase this. This man really lived life. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I have to. Besides all the other illegal activities and stuff, like he got with men, he got with women. Like he had bomb parties. He was a billionaire. He had a little family on the side. Like this man really did everything. And now he has to go to prison. That sucks. But I'm just saying, hot take.
No, it doesn't.
Like
good. He needs to go.
He saw the good, bad, and the ugly, and still like was chilling. I'm just if that's some people will be like, dang, you know,
he did everything he said.
Are too scared to want to experience that. He said, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna do it. I'm just, and it wasn't like he was with like some randoms. He got some celebrities, and you know what I'm saying, like some top-notch people.
I think Diddy.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I think Diddy get off on power.
Yeah, for sure.
More so than like I can get people to do stuff.
Yeah,
get him off versus like
that's true.
Man or a woman. So I think that's more so what it is.
Most like abusers and master manipulators, that's their whole thing anyway. It's just a power thing, play. Power dynamic. Yeah.
I mean, everything looking kind of fishy with them, but Alicia, you brought up the Hernandez brothers as one of the topics too.
So what's this about?
So this is a new this is a story that's been in the media a lot, but
I heard them.
This is from I've been watching the Netflix documentary. I'm almost done with it, but it's pretty good. It's by the same guy who did the Dahmer, series.
That shit was just
so this is a little creepy, but it's not as creepy as Dahmer. So basically, these two boys are teenagers. I think they were 17, 18, and 21. Like when the two boys when the time happened, and their family was super rich. Their dad was like in the adult film industry, and he had like old money. He like came to Cuba with nothing, built himself up from the ground, whatever. Freaky shit. And pretty much one night they like call the cops, and they're like, "Hey, they're crying, sobbing. Somebody shot our parents. Like their parents were in the den watching TV, and somebody shot them with a shotgun." And like several times, both of them, like, and so they're trying to figure it out, like the whole, and this is in like Beverly Hills, like Cali, so everyone's freaking out. Like they obviously are in like a gated, nice community. Everyone's freaking out. They're like, who could have done this? Like, but turns out it was them. They did like plan it. They went and bought the shotguns and shot them, and it took them like, I think it was like a good 2 months before they came to realize. One of the boys told the psychologist, because he was still seeing his psychologist after, like, pretty much, I can't live with this anymore. Yeah. That psychologist told his mistress, and the mistress is the one that told, like, the law enforcement, like, because she got mad because she got dumped, of course. And she was like, well, if you're going to dump me, I'm about to tell that you're basically keeping the lie. So, but mind you, because the parents were rich, they got into this inheritance.
Yeah, so they got.
So they were just living their best life. They were going like all around the world. They bought like brand new condos. They bought these brand new cars. Like they basically like staged the whole thing to make it seem like some random person. So long story short, they booked them, tried them, whatever. And it comes to find out that they were saying like that they were like sexually and allegedly, well, I don't think it was technically proven, but they were saying other family members too were documented saying that like their whole lives the dad was sexually and the mom too, not do so much that stuff but the other stuff too. So my question was, because a lot of people in the media are getting stirred up, like, do you think they deserve to get life? Because they were gonna get the death penalty, but because people started to find out about like the abuse claims and everything, they were like basically and then they tried to do separate trials because I guess one brother was worse than the other. Like the younger brother was more of like the follower of the group, the quieter one, and then the other brother was like more the hothead, like we're about to kill him. But yeah, they pretty much just like woke up one day and were like, yeah, we're about to kill him. Let's get some shotguns. And they said the mom was on the floor. She was trying to crawl away. So they had to like really like lock in and basically like shoot her so she couldn't get away. So everyone's saying they shouldn't be in jail, that they should be free because of the abuse. But I was just wondering what y'all take is on that, because that's a little wild to me. And this was like, I think they're like in their 40s or 50s now. So this was some time ago. But they're still alive. They're still in prison.
Shit, I feel like they should be free. If they get touched on as kids and they actually can prove it, but they should be free. That's what I feel.
I disagree. Well, first of all, I'll say I don't agree with the death penalty at all, and just like for a lot of different reasons. But besides that, I think they definitely should be serving life. I don't know. Like it just depends on, because of the issues with the justice system, it makes it so rehabilitation isn't really something that's sought after or something that they really push for the people that are incarcerated. A lot of times they really just don't care. So do I expect them to change while they're in there based on the system that they're in right now? No.
But what they changed, they only made the only crime they did was killing their parents, and they were the people who was sexually abusing them. That's the only crime they committed. They ain't say these people had lived a life of crime. Only crime they committed was killing the people who they say was abusing them.
Yeah, pretty much. And they were kind of like uppity. Like one of them was like going to Princeton. One of them was like one of the top tennis players, like in his age at the time. Like they were money, like
yeah.
So people were like shocked when this came out.
I never heard
killing them
away
though.
I was shook.
You'll be surprised at probably how often that actually happened.
I feel like if you touch a kid or anything, hey,
it's kind of unfair game.
Shit, death is the easy route. Shit, I'd say torture.
Oh, and then another boy came out and said that the dad abused him too. It was another boy, not related to the family, and he said pretty much the same thing happened to him. So now everyone's in uproar after watching the documentary, and also now that they found out about this kid, they're like, oh well, if he was doing it to that kid too, that just goes to show also.
I could see.
But my thing is, I have to agree with Josh. Only this is because I had to think about it, because I was like, dang, that is messed up. But it's the fact that they kind of did it senselessly, I think. And then, like, if they got released, I just personally don't think that they wouldn't be driven to do something again.
Like, what does 40 years in prison do to a person?
Exactly.
Apparently, they're doing good in there.
Touched on, you killed the people who touched on you, then you get 40 years.
And then you just get to go? That's my question.
Yeah. 40 years is a long time.
I think we ain't been alive 40 years.
Exactly. 40 years is a long time for killing the person who abused you.
I understand.
How long do you think a person should get for killing the person who abused them?
I don't have an answer for that.
I think you shouldn't get no time at all.
Well, and then technically they said like the mom didn't actually technically when they were like taking their statements, the mom didn't really abuse them
Did
per
she know what was
se.
going on?
She knew the parent knew
So
what was
she
going
accomplice.
on.
So you seeing her letting
But
this
she
man
was
abuse
so
us?
drunk and suicidal herself that they said they just wanted to put her out of her misery. So that part kind of took.
It took her out back like old Yeller.
Yeah.
Help her out.
Shotguns is crazy. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay. The more I'm sitting here thinking about it, the more like I start opening up the empathy
That's
card.
just-
I'm
exactly.
like,
That's what I'm saying. How y'all not gonna feel empathy for these? If the abuse part, if they didn't get abused by their parents, and they just was a money grab, then okay, give them for eternity because that's your parents. You shouldn't be killing your parents. But if these are the actual people who abuse you and put you through all kinds of territory, you can't even sleep comfortably in your own house.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally living a nightmare, not knowing when that door gonna creep open at night for somebody to come in and abuse you. You're living with this
That's kinda
person
true.
consistently. You sitting on the couch watching cartoons. You don't know if he's finna come in and take you in the back room.
Yeah.
And apparently he was still doing it like throughout their entire
so your dad-
How old were
into
they when they killed
adulthood too. Yeah, one was 21 and I think the other was 17, 18.
Oh yeah.
So they.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's what the mind of putting it that way. It's like one parent's abusing you, the other parent knows it's going on, but not doing anything about it, just letting it happen. You literally feel trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You literally feel trapped.
Like my mama don't care about getting us out this situation. She messed up her damn self.
She just worried about caring for herself first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shit, we gotta think about us at this point. Shit, I ain't gonna come on now.
I feel like it's heavily debatable too, only because like they went after the fact and started blowing a bunch of money. So if you're sitting on a jury and you have to say like you have to be indifferent, impartial, this is the way that I was thinking about it. Cause I obviously started like at first I was like, no, they did it. Like they're guilty. Like that's messed up that they killed their parents. But then once they started like going more into the abuse and like taking their statements and stuff like that, I was like, dang, that's kind of messed up. Like I do feel empathy. But on the same side, how do you know that they're just not like, you know what I'm saying? They could still be messed up because there are tons of people who, it sounds horrible, were abused and like had to like learn how to, you know, grow and move past.
But it's people, penny people.
You know what I'm saying?
Here
and they're not killing people.
Don't know. Yeah.
That too.
Who we don't know, and they're functioning. We don't know the kind of mental struggle that they go through personally, but we see them as functional citizens, and there's a lot of people out here who's like that.
Also, if I murk my parents, I know it's a matter of time before I get caught. So yeah, I'm about to blow money.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking with
And
that.
it's your abuser money. It ain't like I'm blowing your money now.
Yeah,
I killed you and I get to blow your money now.
Yeah, like I already know I'm going to jail, and I'm probably not getting out. So I might as well just.
I'm about to enjoy what I can out of this whole situation. So
yeah,
that's my mindset at that point.
It's just the part that I struggle with the most. It's just always just the murder and the way like it kind of went about. But I don't really know enough to really speak on it that heavily. But just based on what I've been hearing from y'all, and
y'all wanted them to kill him a nice way.
That's
what not kill him at all.
Not kill him at all.
Yeah.
Is where I'm coming.
If I was gonna kill, if I had to put myself into if I was gonna kill my parents,
But-
I'm not grabbing the shotgun, bro.
So it's the way they killed them. So you want them to kill him cute. Instead
Not
of,
at
No, it's
all,
not the
not at
way.
all.
I'm just saying that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just asking.
I just told you.
I'm Alicia. I'm not
Oh.
talking about
just-
you. Keep
I got
talking
a
about your
question.
own volition.
I just want to know how they settled on that. Like,
They young men, shotguns. Blow their brains away. Let's go ahead and move on.
but then they kept. The messed up part is they didn't. It wasn't like they didn't know what they were doing, so they just.
Yeah, they're not killers. They're abused people who are reacting to something that's been going on in their life. They're not trained for none of this. Go ahead, Clay.
But they were intentional.
This kind of goes with this topic, but I'm trying to keep it as YouTube friendly as possible because I know this video ain't gonna get put out there like that the way we've been talking.
See us on TikTok.
Shit.
No, definitely TikTok. So I'm gonna have to clean it up before it goes on there. Do y'all just off this year alone? I feel like there's been so much stuff, whether famous people or not, stuff has been coming up about people being abused or mostly abused, all this stuff, to where it almost is becoming a common thing?
Because it is common.
I was going to ask, do y'all
Yeah.
believe it's as common as it's being shown, or
Yes.
I think it's even more.
Yeah, it's more common than we actually think because
some
people are just not comfortable enough to talk about it. That's a vulnerable part of yourself to open up to somebody about, especially when you damn near trying to forget it yourself, and to sit there and have to describe that to somebody, and then having the trust within them to have them keep it to themselves and not tell nobody, because they can use that as a weapon against you, and you can look at that like it. Because a lot of people don't have people in their lives. Well, a lot of people don't have people in their lives they can actually be 100% raw and vulnerable with, like this butt naked truth. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people have people around them, but a lot of people don't have people around them. They can just be they're honest to God. The way you
describe things sometimes.
The way you describe who?
The way you just describe stuff sometimes. Butt naked truth.
I was gonna say no Diddy, but
they just give me a little whiplash.
Butt naked truth, no Diddy.
Because that's what it is. It's the raw. But this is who I am.
Yeah, it's Cardi B side piece level of truth.
Yeah,
which is raw dogging. It's raw dog truth.
Nobody said she was raw dogging. Okay.
She definitely got raw dog.
I just want to say
if she used the condom and was pregnant, come on now.
Well, I'm like, Elysia, I can't even.
It's not just,
but
you gotta feel that pregnant coochie raw. You can't feel that condom.
But
it's like
another thing that I wanted to bring up. So have y'all been seeing these videos of like people recording them like acting like they setting these men up who are messaging little kids? Like they make fake profiles, pretend they're little kids to catch these predators.
Yeah, I think so about that on one of the files already.
So, do y'all agree with them beating them up on camera, or do y'all think they should just report them?
Yeah, I think we talked about this one. I said, I feel like it's cool for them to beat them up, but if they not really, because like we said last time, if they're not locking them up afterwards, that abuse they doing to that pedophile or whatever or that predator, it's just gonna get taken out on the next victim.
Yeah, it's gonna get amplified.
You can't really. They like them assaulting them on camera and everything. It now opens a case against them, and it really everything that you done kind of leading up to that, all the case you built up, they can almost get away scot free.
Yeah,
because of that.
Yeah, because most people who are watching it ain't thinking. They just thinking about they beating up or abusing, not thinking about these people ain't doing this for a quick money grab.
That's the thing I don't like about it.
Beat them up, move on to the next. It's that to the point you don't even remember who the abuser was from the last video for real. So by the time you get to 10 of these things, you don't know who none of these people. You don't even know if they live in your town.
No, you're literally just watching it for the entertainment value.
Exactly, and that's all it is.
Quavo got off on one. That's
what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about because they had Quavo on one. They had the game on one.
No, Quavo wasn't on one. Quavo was supposed to be on one. They paid him for it and everything. He never showed up. Yeah, and that's the reason we got to talk about it because of that. Word.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The game was on one.
Yeah. I wonder how much he got paid to do.
He got paid a couple $1,000.
Yeah, some cheese. Yeah, that's I wouldn't go on no shit like that.
Niggas for sure put anything.
Unless the police, y'all arresting these. If y'all ain't arrested them, ain't no point in keep doing this.
But that's gonna do it for this week, y'all.
Dang, that was quick.
Yeah.
We had an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all just be talking.
Y'all got any encouraging words y'all want to send these people off with?
One bottle of baby oil should last you about 12 years.
Keep them kids close, man. Because they out here. They might even be in your house.
Don't let your baby stop you from getting some dick.
What? You snapped with her on that bullshit?
Clarify. Clarify.
What you mean? I said what I said.
Don't let your baby stop you from getting some dick is a wild statement.
I said what I said. Don't let your baby get in the way of you get some dick. If you're pregnant, you can still get some.
I'm not snapping for that part.
I said what I said.
I don't have any encouraging words, but if y'all in the Metro Detroit area, I want you, and y'all looking for a place to shoot for y'all studio, come holla at your boy for Bright Creations in-house studios.
Everything in-house, baby.
They sponsored this video for us. They helped our quality step up. So if y'all in the Detroit area and y'all need some place to shoot, Come
That's
holler
what
at
we
your
doing.
boys.
Thanks for having us, y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. I'm signing out. This is Clay Tizzle.
Alicia?
Jay Smooth.
My dog.
Peace.
You're keep it in.